Arnold Raymond Cream, best known as Jersey Joe Walcott, was an American professional boxer who competed from 1930 to 1953. He held the NYSAC, NBA, and the ring heavyweight titles from 1951 to 1952, and broke the record for the oldest man to win the title, at the age of 37. That record would eventually be broken in 1994 by 45-year-old George Foreman. Despite holding the world heavyweight title for a relatively short period of time, Walcott was regarded among the best heavyweights in the world during the 1940s and 1950s. After retiring from boxing, Walcott did some acting, playing small parts in a few movies and television shows. He also refereed several boxing matches, but after the controversial ending to the second fight between Muhammad Ali and Sonny Liston, Walcott was not asked to referee again. From 1971 to 1974, Walcott held the elected position of Sheriff of Camden County, New Jersey, the first African American to do so. From 1975 to 1984, he was the chairman of the New Jersey State Athletic Commission. Walcott was born in Pennsauken Township, New Jersey. His father was an immigrant from St. Thomas, Danish West Indies. His mother was from Jordantown, Pennsauken Township, New Jersey. Walcott was only 15 years old when his father died. He quit school and worked in a soup factory to support his mother and 11 younger brothers and sisters. He also began training as a boxer. He took the name of his boxing idol, Joe Walcott, a welterweight champion from Barbados. He added Jersey to distinguish himself and show where he was from. He debuted as a professional middleweight boxer on September 9, 1930, fighting Cowboy Wallace and winning by a knockout in round 1. After 5 straight knockout wins, in 1933, he lost for the first time, beaten on points by Henry Wilson in Philadelphia. Walcott lost 2 bouts to Tiger Jack Fox, and was knocked out by heavyweight contender Abe Simon during his 10th year as a pro. After losing to Simon, Walcott was inactive for over 4 years between 1940 and 1944. Many heavyweights at the time were serving in the war, although Walcott does not have a military record. Walcott had built a record of 45 wins, 11 losses, and 1 draw before challenging for the world title for the first time. But that would change in 1945 when Walcott beat top heavyweights such as Joe Batesy, Lee Q. Murray, and Curtis Shepard. He closed out 1946 with a pair of losses to light heavyweight Joey Maxim and top-ranked heavyweight contender Elmer Ray, but he promptly avenged those defeats in 1947. On December 5, 1947, he fought Joe Louis, at 33 years of age, breaking the record as the oldest man to fight for the world heavyweight title. Despite dropping Louis in round 1, and again in round 4, he lost a 15-round split decision. Most ringside observers and boxing writers felt Walcott deserved the win. A debate ensued, and sports writers carried the topic throughout America. The lone official to vote for Walcott, referee Ruby Goldstein, was cast as a hero. Letters and telegrams poured into the Goldstein household, praising his judgment. There was talk of an investigation being assembled for rule revisions in judging. Louis went into seclusion for a couple of days, then quieted dissent with the following: "I know Ruby. He calls them as he sees them, and that should be good enough for anybody." What controversy remained was the kind that builds the gate, and Jersey Joe was rightfully granted a rematch on June 25, 1948. Though dropped again, this time in the 3rd, Louis prevailed by a knockout in round 11. The bout was the first closed-circuit telecast, CCTV, sports broadcast, distributed via theater television. On June 22 of 1949, Walcott got another chance to become world heavyweight champion when he and Desert Charles met for the title left vacant by Louis. However, Charles prevailed, winning by decision in 15 rounds. Walcott, disappointed but eager to see his dream of being a champion come true, went on, and in 1950 he won 4 of his 5 bouts, including a 3rd-round knockout of future world light heavyweight champion Harold Johnson. On March 7, 1951, he and Charles fought for a second time, and again Charles won a 15-round decision to retain his world title. But on July 18, he joined a handful of boxers who claimed the world title in their 5th try, when he knocked out Charles in 7 rounds in Pittsburgh to finally become world heavyweight champion at the age of 37. This made him the oldest man ever to win the world heavyweight crown, a distinction he would hold until George Foreman won the title at age 45 in 1994. Walcott retained the title with a 15-round decision victory against archenemy Charles. On September 23, 1952, he put his title on the line for the second time. His opponent was the undefeated Rocky Marciano. In the first round, Walcott floored Marciano with a left hook, the first time in his career that Rocky had ever been down. After 12 intense rounds, Walcott stood well ahead on 2 of the 3 official scorecards, leaving Marciano needing a knockout to win. In the 13th round, with Marciano pressuring Walcott against the ropes, simultaneously each threw a right hand. Marciano landed first, and flush on Walcott's jaw with a devastating right hook, and a powerful left follow-up. The title changed hands in an instant. Walcott collapsed with his left arm hanging over the ropes, slowly sinking to the canvas, where he was counted out. An immediate rematch was set for May 15, 1953 in Chicago. The second time around, Walcott was again defeated by Marciano by a knockout, this time in the first round. It would be Walcott's last bout. Walcott did not go away from the celebrity scene after boxing. In 1956, he co-starred with Humphrey Bogart and Max Baer in the boxing drama The Harder They Fall. In 1963, he tried professional wrestling, losing to Lou Thez. Thez pinned Walcott in the 5th round, but has stated that Walcott knocked him, Thez, down, and most likely out in that 5th round. As he fell to the floor, he relied on instinct, grabbing Walcott's knees, taking him down with him, and stretching him out for the pin. In 1965, Walcott refereed the controversial World Heavyweight Championship rematch between Muhammad Ali and Sonny Liston. Walcott lost the count as Ali circled around to floor Liston, and Walcott tried to get him back to a neutral corner. Walcott then looked outside of the ring, presumably to the ringside count keeper, as Ali and Liston went at each other, before Walcott instructed them to keep on fighting. Walcott then approached the fighters, and abruptly stopped the fight. Walcott was never again appointed as a referee after this bout. After retiring, Walcott worked for the Camden County Corrections Department. In 1968, he ran for Sheriff of Camden County, New Jersey, but lost in the Democratic primary to Spencer H. Smith, Jr. That same year he was named Director of Community Relations for Camden. In 1971, he ran again for Camden County Sheriff. He defeated Republican William Strang in the general election. He was the first African American to serve as sheriff in Camden County. He served as chairman of the New Jersey State Athletic Commission from 1975 until 1984, when he stepped down at the mandatory retirement age of 70. Walcott was inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in Canastota, New York. In 2013, Walcott was inducted into the New Jersey Hall of Fame. Walcott has a professional record of 70 fights, with 49 wins, 20 losses, and 1 draw.